these wondrous creatures are mammals. Including us. Mammals are tiny. And they're enormous. Mammals walk on land. They swim in the ocean. They burrow underground. And they fly through the air. Mammals live in the coldest places on Earth and the hottest places. They eat plants, they eat meat, and they eat insects. They're solitary and they are social. In the midst of this stunning diversity, what exactly do mammals have in common? What makes a mammal a mammal? A common definition is that mammals are warm-blooded animals that give birth to live young, feed their young from the female mammary glands, and have hair or fur on their bodies. And except for a few mammals that lay eggs, this view is correct. But for paleontologists, this definition is only the beginning. Paleontologists are interested in the history of life. They find out how mammals evolved and are related by looking at fossils. Fossils are relics of life from long ago. They are the remains of ancient animals preserved in rock. A tree of life, called a cladogram, represents how all life evolved. It shows the relationships between different species. In reconstructing mammal history, our first stop will be 310 million years ago, with animals that have an amnion, a membrane surrounding the embryo inside the egg. Eggs with amnions are watertight. They won't dry out on land. So amniotes, as they're called, did not have to lay their eggs in water. Amniotes include all reptiles, birds, and mammals whose eggs contain an amnion, even though they are usually retained inside the mother's body. The amniotes that you will learn about in the next two halls are all mammals and their extinct relatives. 290 million years ago, some amniotes evolved a hole in the skull behind the eye socket. For paleontologists, it's a useful identification feature. It's called the synapsid opening. So the animals that branch up from this point are called synapsids. They include mammals and their early relatives, now extinct. The synapsid opening accommodated larger jaw muscles and allowed for more complex chewing motions. Almost 300 million years ago, before the time of the dinosaurs, there was a flourishing, or as paleontologists say, a radiation of synapsids. These are not yet mammals, although they are closely related. But this golden age of the synapsids did not last. 250 million years ago, there was a massive extinction. Nobody knows exactly why. At this time, the continents were drifting together to form one single landmass. Maybe this disrupted the habitats that synapsids were adapted to. Only a few synapsid species survived. During the next 20 million years, a new type of animal appeared. The dinosaur. The dinosaurs would dominate the land for the next 116 million years. But meanwhile, the surviving synapsids continued to evolve. Watch what happened in one branch. Over millions of years of evolution, two of the bones that formed the lower jaw in early synapsids moved to become part of the middle ear. This led to improved hearing ability. To paleontologists, this feature, easy to pick out in fossils, is a practical way to identify mammals. All mammals that are living today have 3 bones in their middle ear and only 1 bone in their lower jaw. Early mammals were quite small. Some were marsupials, whose embryos developed inside a pouch attached to the mother. Then, around 100 million years ago, some mammals evolved a placenta, a special organ which nourishes the embryo inside the mother. In placental mammals, the developing embryo can remain inside the mother much longer than in marsupials, so young are born at a more advanced stage of growth. Today, most mammals are placentals. For millions of years, these early mammals lived in the shadow of the dinosaurs. But most dinosaurs were doomed. 65 million years ago, there were violent changes. An asteroid hit the Earth, and volcanoes erupted. Most dinosaurs couldn't handle the polluted environment. They disappeared. But somehow, many small mammals came through. They continued to evolve, radiating into thousands of species with many adaptations. Around this time, some placental mammals evolved a stirrup shape for the middle ear bone called a stapes. A major blood vessel for the brain goes through the stapes, but we cannot be certain about what, if any, advantage resulted. This group, called epithers, includes rodents, rabbits, bats, primates, carnivores, and hoofed mammals. 55 million years ago, the toe bones of some mammals became enlarged, and hooves evolved. Hooves are covered by a horny material and evolved from claws. They provide a broad surface for traction during running and walking. Hoofed animals, called ungulates, include pigs, camels, deer, horses, rhinos, whales, elephants, and sea cows. Around 45 million years ago, some mammal skulls evolved so that the eye sockets were placed closer to the front. Paleontologists are not sure what the advantage was to this. Elephants and sea cows are among the animals that share this puzzling feature. This group, called tethethers, all descend from one common ancestor. Since the extinction of the dinosaurs, mammals have flourished. But there have also been major extinctions during this 65 million year history. As recently as 10,000 years ago, many large mammals disappeared because of overhunting by humans or climate changes. And today, we're living in the middle of another massive extinction. Many species are gone already. Many more are threatened. Species have disappeared very rapidly. And one particular mammal is to blame.